Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading. It's gonna be a candle wax reading, and today it's all about what is the next change, unexpected change that's coming your way. Now, for this occasion, I've chosen the Death card for every and each pal because I thought it really, fits the theme. And yeah, my dear. So, as always, I have 3 pals that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. So, this is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And if you're interested or you're just curious regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's start with your candle wax reading and let's see what is the next big unexpected change coming into your life. So I would like to start straight away with the candle wax reading. I just meditated for you guys, and yeah, I already got a lot coming through. So I really feel ready to dive in directly. So please give me a moment, my dear. Okay. So, I am seeing for you guys such a wonderful, wonderful transformation, okay, that we need to talk about. And it starts with your finances. It will, though, impact your whole life, really, and not only your external life, but also your internal life. But let me go into detail. Let me start with that. So first of all, what I'm seeing here is that there is a financial change coming towards you. Success. Okay, it could, as an example, be some kind of a raise, or someone may get this job opportunity that they were looking for, a certain status, a certain position. There's gonna be, this is major energy. This is not just let's say a one-time money raise and that's it. No, this is the kind of change that stays for a certain amount of time. So as an example, you getting a job offer which you will work in for some time, right? So what I'm seeing here is that this change will bring you into a much more successful state. It's kind of like you will be able to show what you can offer, show your skills. Maybe some of you guys have been in a certain position, or maybe some of you guys have been in an environment, maybe even work environment, in which you either didn't feel fulfilled or you didn't feel like you were going anywhere. There was no development, there was no place for you to grow and to work for a better life. And let me tell you that what I'm seeing for you guys is that there's moving coming, okay? So if you have been feeling stagnant, the stagnation energy is what's gonna change in your life, and it's gonna bring a lot motion in. Motion is a flow of energy, right? And I see that this flow of energy is is what you need, not only when it comes to your career, but it will also internally make you flow. I know it sounds weird, but I just feel like you are gonna like you're gonna feel so lighter. Very often when we feel stuck in life externally, we also may feel stuck internally, right? We may not be fulfilled, we may feel very imbalanced, and because the outside world and our inside world is interconnected, right? So that, I mean, it's very understandable here. And I feel like this change that may come through could be triggered through you taking some kind of a, yeah, kind of like a leap of faith. You risking something, or you going after something that you may have had in mind, but you were kind of withholding, or you were kind of thinking through, but maybe you didn't had a lot of like courage for it. So what do I mean with that? As an example, some of you guys could have certain business ideas in mind. However, it may take you some risk taking or some courage to actually go after. Could be, you know, creating a small business, or it could be changing job, changing or moving places. It can really be anything. For those of you guys who are not in, like, who are not working yet, but you are, as an example, in university, or you are in college or such things, you may want to change, you know, your major, or you may want to change something. However, like, you haven't done it yet. It was more so in your mind, or something you thought about. It's just that you're kind of gonna finally break free from this unfulfilled energy that you were stuck in when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your career. And this move, this very, as I've multiple times already said, courageous move, is actually gonna bring you forward. It could be the case that you didn't do this yet because you were scared, right? I mean, let's just think about changes in general, my dear. A lot of people are scared of changes because, well, we are inviting unknown things into our life, and the unknown can be very, very scary because we can't control the outcome. We don't know where it's heading us. So we would, you know, sometimes rather stay in the familiar place, although it's not fulfilling us, but it's still like familiar, right? And we arrange ourselves with it. But that's not what life is supposed to be about, right? I mean, sometimes we need to leave our comfort zone, and sometimes life actually starts when we leave our comfort zone, right? And I see something very, very similar here happening to you. Now, as I said, this change will bring you towards a much more abundant you. And once again, it's not only about the finances, because as I've said in the beginning, I mean, all the areas in our life are interconnected anyways, right? As an example, if we internally feel some type of way, this will influence the way we go about our financial situations, about our work in general, you know, how we think about ourselves and our skills, our capabilities, how we go about relationship, and so on, right? About maybe about many things. So what I'm seeing here is that this movement, this change of career, or this change of, you know, financial success, will really bring you towards a much more confident state of yourself, because you will start believing so much more in your skills. Once again, if some of you guys, as an example, choose to start a side hustle or a side business, and for a very long time you were insecure and you were doubting your abilities, then really going for it and seeing actual results is gonna bring back all the confidence, right? Because you see, yeah, like I can manage that, I can do that. Let me try, or at least let me see where it's heading me. It's better trying than like never trying at all. Yes, when we try something, there is always this risk of failure, but if we don't try at all, we have already lost. And this is kind of this mentality that you are gonna, yeah, go towards more and more. Because my dear pile one, there is one thing I would like to tell you, which is really emphasized in your energy. So it means that these could be elements that you are right now as we're speaking, yeah, fighting with every single day. But I see that you are someone who may even more often struggle with insecurities. And those insecurities come from fear. And I see that at the same time, these insecurities and the fear is creating blockages in your system. And what's being shown to me here is that you go beyond those blockages, you go beyond the fear. You are not willing to entertain the fear anymore because it's not taking you anywhere. It's not helping you. You know, of course, if we really think or look at fear, there has been some time in maybe evolution or maybe in our like lives in which fear is actually really, really healthy because it may make us be alert, right? Especially in dangerous situations or when we find ourselves in some kind of a harmful area. This fear is actually good for survival. But many times and very, very often, we are actually entertaining fears which are kind of become a habit or because of programming is just in our life and we've accepted it. However, this kind of fear is sabotaging us so much because it's limiting us and the way we think of ourselves, the way we think of our capabilities and so on, right? And with you guys, there will be this epiphany moment in which you understand that the fear you're entertaining is an illusion. It's BS. It doesn't fit with reality. Actually, you are someone who can be capable of great things. It doesn't only have to be others doing great stuff. It can also be you. And you are gonna almost get this rush of confidence, which, yeah, this change of career is really gonna only emphasize more. And I really feel like, they're in your energy, this change is really gonna bring an end to your life. I'm sorry, to an aspect of your life, which is this limiting, self-sabotaging you. And I mean, of course, we may always struggle with certain aspects of ourselves and, doubt ourselves every now and then. But what I mean is, there is some major blockage that you are having, and this is what you're gonna overcome. In fact, this blockage that we're talking about could even be very obsessive. It could be the case that you entertain on a daily basis very obsessive thoughts that are putting you down. Whether it's regarding your work or regarding relationship, there is just something that is really draining you, draining your energy levels even. And it's kind of like you are gonna move into a state in which you're gonna think twice about what kind of energies you will entertain and what doesn't deserve your attention at all. And through that, my dear, you can actually concentrate on focus on things that work out for you. So as an example, if someone wants to create a business, you're gonna focus much more on your business, or you're gonna focus much more on your studies, on your training, and put your energy into that. There is justice coming in for you, okay? There is this rewarding energy coming because all the hard work, as you can see, it may be triggered through an external event such as a career change, but there is more to it, right? It's literally an inner transformation. And I mean, the death card literally talks about transformation, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if we get this element coming through one way or another in the readings, because yeah, that's kind of like the intention in a way, right, with the death card and with like looking into changes, because changes always, one way or another, may also trigger transformation, whether it's internal or external. And another thing, my dear, yeah, I really feel like you guys are actually gonna manifest more consciously. So as I said, maybe right now they're like, look at this picture. You see this woman here? It's almost like we're looking into her headspace, right? And there is a lot of chaotic stuff, like a lot going on, not really a lot of focus or like a path, like there's too much. And I feel like for some of you guys, this could be you in your headspace. Maybe you guys are, yeah, there's a lot in your mind going on and you can't really focus, you can't prioritize. And that's something that you're gonna do. You're gonna start prioritizing things that are important to you. And through prioritizing and focusing your energy, I feel like you're gonna focus and manifest much more consciously, because your attention is gonna be towards things that you want and not things you don't want. And not only that, we don't only focus things that we want, we really we really manifest what we are, right? Because very often we may want something, however, the state we are in is the complete opposite. So how can we be a match to something that we aren't ourselves? So what I'm seeing for you, my dear Pile 1, is that you are transforming into this better version of yourself, into this, as I like to say, greatest version of yourself. And this is gonna help you uplift and create a much better lifestyle for yourself, okay? Yeah. It could even be the case, very, very short here, that this negative energy that you may have internally, such as like limiting beliefs and fears and blockages, could also be influenced through people around you, through toxic people. Let me tell you that I see that you are moving away from them. Yes, even if this toxic person is a very close person, such as a family member or a very close friend, you still are gonna choose yourself first. Of course, it's much easier to distance ourselves from toxic, let's say, family members than a toxic stranger. I mean, the stranger, of course, we can just distance ourselves from them, but when it comes to people who are in our inner circle, it's much more difficult, right? But I see that you're gonna take this very crucial step, because for you, it's not only bringing distance between toxicity and yourself, but it's really saying yes to yourself. Because whenever you say no to energy vampires or to things that are not good for you, for your well-being, whether it's on a emotional, mental, physical, or even energetical level, you say yes to yourself. Because you choose you over something or someone else. This is actually all I have for you, my dear Padawan. But I feel like we already got a lot of messages coming through here, which, yeah, you may need to think about, or you need to like digest first, right? It was a lot of, what do you say, like real talk? Is that the right word? like a lot of raw insights when it comes to your, I feel like, psychic almost, or when it comes to your life at the moment we're speaking. And I really hope that this reading is able to, yeah, to help you and to help you on your healing journey, my dear, okay? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's falling everywhere, but alright, so pile 1. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something that resonated with you, or if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, my dear, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get any notification when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading, my dear. Also, if you're interested or you're just curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me for further information. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more so on a personal level, you can also go on Instagram, and I invite you there as well, so we can, yeah, have an exchange there. But yeah, my dear pal 1, I'm sending you much positive energy on this beautiful journey that you're in. Let me tell you that you are definitely capable. You are much greater than you think you are, and you are, yeah, moving into this energy. So that's beautiful. Yeah, my dear pal 1, so I'm sending you much love, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what is the next big unexpected change coming into your life? Now, my dear, I would like to start straight away with the candle wax reading. I have already meditated for you guys before your reading now, and yeah, let's start. I already got some like energies coming through in the meditation, but please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay, see, there are some things that we need to talk about when it comes to you and your life, because, you know, as an example, in pile 1, I got one major change coming to their life, which was career connected. With you guys, there is change coming in almost every area of your life, and we will talk about it in a minute. Now, there is going to be a trigger for the change, something that you're going to do, and I heard one word that is going to be key in your pile, my dear pal 2, which is detoxing. Detoxify. Now let me explain with you what I mean with that. So first of all, let me start with that aspect of your life, or let me put it that way. I feel like you guys are gonna filter a lot when it comes to your life. There is really not only one aspect that we're talking about, every area. And this is why I said with you guys, it's like, it's a bigger picture. It's not like only one unexpected change and that's it. No, this is something that's gonna like broadly change your life. And first of all, what I'm seeing here is that when I talk about detoxifying or changing your life, let's start with your relationships first, okay? Because the theme here is really that you are gonna leave what doesn't serve you anymore. And it starts with the people in your life. I feel like for some of you guys, you may have, you may be in an environment that's really negative, okay, in which there is maybe a lot of competition or a lot comparing to each other. It may even be something that you don't do yourself. It could be the case that people around you just, openly compare you to other people, which of course may make you feel some type of way, and it really drains you, or it really makes you think negatively. It makes you sad. It may even make you feel depressed, because you feel like nothing you do is really good enough, or there is this constant stabbing you. And let me start with that. What you're gonna do when I say detoxifying almost all areas in your life, this reading is more complicated, or it's more so complicated is not the right word. It's there is a lot to consider, right? And when we think, or when we look into only the relationship, or the the relationship type of energy that I'm seeing for you, you are gonna leave and you are gonna choose new people. What I'm seeing for you is that there will come this time, and that's really crucial, in which you are gonna search for new people in your life. Even for those of you guys who may be introverts, who may have a hard time even perhaps connecting with new people, and maybe some of you guys would rather stuck with old people because it's just easier to maintain, as an example, a 10-year-old friendship than going for new ones. However, I feel like for a lot of you guys, the friendships, or maybe the social people that you have around you, there is a lot of toxicity there, and you're gonna realize that if you haven't, but I really do feel like you are already aware of it. And what change is coming in that aspect is new connections, new people. First of all, let's talk friendship wise, who are gonna be a match to you, who are gonna uplift you or bring out the best, right? I like to say this because it's very understandable. As an example, let's look at our closet, right? At one point, we need to get rid of all the clothes that we don't wear because they take space. They may not fulfill us. They're just there hanging around. And even if we have a full closet, we may still feel lack. We may still feel like we don't know what to wear, or there is really nothing to wear. So what do we need to do? We need to make space. We need to get rid, donate, gift it away, sell it, whatever it may be, the old clothes, so we can actually make space again in our closet, right? And we can go about getting clothes that actually are fulfilling, that make us feel uplifted, that we feel comfortable in, we feel like we can express ourselves with, and it's just made for us, right? And it's the same with the friendship, this environment that I'm picking up on here for you. You are gonna detoxify when it comes to your social or relationships in general, and you're gonna meet people, my dear. I'm seeing it. You are actually gonna meet people who you see eye to eye with, who you can be your authentic self in front. Maybe for some of you guys, there are certain people in your life who you think you need to play a role in front, or you can't really be you. You need to hide your spiritual side. You need to hide certain interests that you have from them because they would judge you, or they would, they wouldn't really understand. And what I'm seeing here is that that's what you're leaving, and you are bringing in people who will understand. And it's not only, my dear, about friendships. I have told you we're gonna talk about a lot, because for you guys, I'm getting multiple aspects of your life. And what I'm seeing here, once again, it's not only about friendship, but also romance. what I'm seeing here coming through is actually a romantic partner, a romantic situation or opportunity for you to grow a relationship with someone else with. And it's first of all very important to say that what's very crucial, I feel like, in this connection is you're gonna feel safe. For some reason, I feel like you may have not felt safe with people for quite some time, whether it's friendship, platonic, or even like relationship wise. Maybe you just didn't have people around you who were a great fit, and you always felt like, yeah, you just couldn't be you, or you there was not a lot of security, safe energy that you felt like you could be vulnerable, as an example. And what I'm seeing here for you, my dear pal, too, is that people are entering your life, whether it's platonic or romantically, with whom you can actually feel safe, and you feel like you can trust, and you feel like you can be soft, or you can be emotionally open to. You can actually relax around. It's actually so beautiful because we don't even realize how strong and empowering it is when we find people who we can create a strong community with. And just in general, a lot of people are, as we're talking right now, creating communities which are safe and, kind of, opportunity for growing and building a new earth in. And I kind of see the same for you guys. With other words, one unexpected change coming into your life is actually you meeting people from your soul family. You meeting people who are family, like genuine family. Not because you, like, sometimes people consider each other family because they're blood related, right? But in reality, they may treat each other really, really badly, very toxic, be jealous of each other, not wanting the best for the other person. Like, that doesn't really sound family to me, right? And sometimes we may meet people who we aren't related to blood-wise, but we don't even have to, because the connections we build with them are, I'm hearing, out of this world. And this is really why I felt like it could actually be soul family. Okay? And this is actually going to help you, when we have people around us who make us feel so safe. This also gives us an opportunity to express ourselves, right? And to, also dig in when it comes to us and almost explore ourselves even more. Because very often people can't do that. They don't feel safe, they don't feel comfortable around the environment they're in, so they hold back. But what's coming for you, my dear, this big unexpected change, bring in beautiful souls and beautiful energies that you can connect with, is also going to bring out a self-healing and self-exploration journey within. I see that you are gonna, like, big time, deal with your emotions on a very intimate level. You may actually start to honoring your emotions for the very first time. You may actually really consider and really think and see whether you have That's as an example, like emotional blockages and how you can go about them. Like with you guys, emotions are going to be very, very important. And this change of environment, this change of energies around you in the form of people, in the form of, hey, maybe for some of you guys, you're going to move, right? Maybe you would like to move places, cities, or maybe even countries, and this is going to trigger this new environment as well. But even if it's only in the, like, through you connecting with new people in the place that you are in already, you are gonna create almost like a new frequency around yourself. And it's because you're gonna meet with and connect with people who are of a different frequency than people you have been with so far. Because for a lot of you guys, you have been in a low vibration because your environment was really that. And I mean, of course, the environment we are in influences our inner state and influences our own vibration as well. You know, I've said this in pile 1 already, and I knew that, like, it's really an intuitive knowing. I chose the death card for every niche pal, right? And I also could have just randomly shuffled for every niche pal a card, but I just felt like choosing the death card from every each deck so you guys can choose pals from it. And the reason for that, I feel like, is because in every niche pile, I haven't recorded pile 3 yet, but I'm pretty sure about it, because I feel like it's the theme, you know, it's almost like the theme of this reading. It's supposed to be the theme. For every niche pal, there is transformation coming through, and for you guys, it's the same. And I feel like this transformation we're talking about for you is one on a emotional level, for sure. You are becoming more receptive when it comes to love and when it comes to your emotions in general. For those of you guys who may have a very difficult time to express your emotions or to receive, this change is actually helping you so much. Also, when it comes to self-love, you guys, not only when we talk about emotions, like when it comes to other people, but also when it comes to ourselves. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you will actually be able to reconnect with you and be proud of yourself. See you and see, like, honoring yourself, okay? Wow, it's getting like really thick, how should I say it? Like the energy. And I really feel like this is something very crucial for a lot of you guys, to reconnect with yourself. And this is something that is gonna bring major changes. It's kind of like you accepting yourself and you just going with the flow of life. Maybe for some of you guys, you even have like control issues because you think if you can't control something, it's kind of like disaster is coming, but you will move towards trusting more. And that's another key thing here. You're moving out of control and more so towards trusting. Maybe this control that I talked about is even people controlling you. Maybe you are in some kind of environment with which you feel that way. So this change that we have looked into is gonna help you get out of this control energy, or literally like distance yourself from those energies or people who are in your business and they shouldn't be, because they don't have any right to be. So as you can see, the detox energy that I talked about is a lot, right? I mean, an environment, right, and in people, but also emotionally speaking, I feel like you're gonna do maybe even like shadow work, or you're gonna look into emotional blockages that you have, and you will want to actively heal it. I really see that coming through. And you know, one thing to keep in mind, healing is not a goal, it's a journey. And as I always say, you should go with your own speed, you should go with your own pace. It's not a competition, it's just you doing your own thing. And please keep that in mind, my dear, okay? Don't compare your healing journey with anyone else's. And that's very unfortunate, because just on a daily basis we are getting compared, or we are programmed into like comparing ourselves, right? And that's the beginning of so much misery that a lot of people experience. And of course it takes a lot to get rid, or to work against, not against, but to acknowledge that and reprogram those habits, right? And I see you are gonna do that. It may not be the most easiest thing, but you're gonna manage it, and it's really gonna enhance the quality of your life, because it's all about focusing on yourself and not on other people and where they are. So this is especially for those of you guys who may compare yourselves to others on a daily basis. Another thing, my dear, we talked about detoxing. I really feel like you're also going to do that when it comes to your health. Maybe you're going to start with incorporating a new diet, or bringing some changes when it comes to your eating habits. As an example, I see some of you guys starting to eat more plant-based. You may start to focus more on, you know, whether you are actually giving your body the like vitamins, the daily vitamins that it needs, and so on. So I just feel like more conscious like eating, all focusing on your well-being, on your health. Like your physical health is also gonna like increase in importance here. Consciously you're gonna be more aware of it. For others, you may even start working out, or let's say move more, right? I mean, you don't have to be signed up in a gym in order to be healthy. You can also incorporate different elements into your daily life to maintain your health, right? Such as going on walks or doing certain things at home. I just feel like you're going to be much more active, and your health, my dear, and that's the detox I was talking about. It's kind of like your overall well-being is gonna be the most important aspect. And I mean, of course it already is, but very often we are distracted, or we just don't have any time for that, and we don't really think about our health or our well-being as much as we should, maybe, because, well, very often paying the bills is more important than, you know, taking care after our physical health, as an example, right? Or our emotional health. But what I'm seeing here, this change is gonna change your perspective. It's gonna change your perspective, okay? And it's gonna bring your well-being into the most important aspect in your life. Not only, once again, physical health, but also emotional health. And for that, you're gonna bring drastic changes in, such as what we have already talked about: filtering out people, filtering out environments that are not good for you, and therefore making room for people and, yeah, energies that are actually good. But yes, I really feel like you are gonna bring in also love. There's also this aspect of love here. Yeah. Great, great friendships, my dear. Soul family. This is actually all I have for you, my dear pal, too. Yeah, that's all. I'm not getting any more messages. Yeah, so please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and If there's something you would like to share with us, or if something resonates with you and you would like to, yeah, let us know, definitely feel free to do so, my dear. Also, my dear, like and subscribe if you haven't done so far. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get any notification when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading such as this one here. Also, my dear, if you're interested or you're just curious when it comes to a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, you can feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I of course invite you there as well. You will find the link in the description box. But yeah, my dear pal too, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy on this beautiful journey that you're in. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal too, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what is the next big unexpected change coming towards you? Now I would like to start straight away with your reading, my dear. I have already meditated and yeah, I feel more than ready. So let's see what we have for you. Please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to, ooh, wow, tune into the energies here. My dear pile 3, oh, okay. So, there's finally something coming into your life that you have been waiting for quite some time. A very long time, in fact. That's love. This reading is related to your love life. I'm hearing love. This is something that's coming through really unexpected. Like, when I say unexpected, I really mean it, okay? It doesn't even matter how much you think you're prepared. Even like you're watching this and I'm telling you this, right? So in a way, you kind of do not expect it, but still no, you're not gonna expect it, my dear. Everything about this pile is unexpected. And maybe for some of you guys, this message literally is a surprise itself. But let us now start with what I'm actually seeing here. First of all, I feel like, okay, yeah, so there is a person in your energy here, okay? I'm seeing this person, like, in fact, energetically they're there. So I'm wondering whether this person is already in your life and this is why they are coming through so so strongly, or whether they're almost there and that's why their energy is like all over your energy almost. But let me talk about this, because I feel like why this is such a major change is because this is going to be someone that you are actually going to have a long-term connection with. I mean, if this is someone who would just go in and out of your life, then it wouldn't have such a big impact on you. But what I'm feeling here is that no, they will affect you a lot. And the reason for that is because you are going to have a very serious connection with each other. And once again, what I said in the beginning of the reading, a lot of you guys have been waiting for this person. Maybe to reconcile with them, for those of you guys who already know them, or for others, you have just been single. Or even if you have been in a relationship, it wasn't fulfilling at all. You know, you felt single, even if you have been in relationships. Maybe even the previous one was really difficult. Let me see. And what I'm seeing here for you is that, wow, this reading, you guys, I see that it's almost like the door to your love life has been closed because there have been some aspects in your life that you first needed to figure out, and you just didn't really meet someone who was, who you had such a genuine connection with, or really a connection with which you could say, yes, it was love. But now there is a door opening, and there is something very, very honestly magical about it. Like, I feel like the candle wax reading I'm giving you guys, it's something very, very unique about it. It's energy. Like, I can really, really, maybe even more like stronger than in a very long time, feel energies and feel like spirit guides trying to almost lead this reading, so you get the insights that you should know, or maybe someone's spirit guide, there are these messages that they really would like to communicate with you. However, it's really difficult for you to actually understand their messages, and this is why you found your way towards this reading, and they're really taking over. This is what I wanted to say. I feel like this reading is being taken over by your guides. Let me tell you that soon you will actually start doing things that you have maybe never considered doing or you wanted to do, however you were not brave enough to do. As an example, you may go and travel to a country or to a place that you always wanted to do or go to, however you couldn't, either because you just didn't have the financial security to do it, or because you were scared. Maybe because you want to solo travel, or maybe because you want to travel, but there's some kind of insecurity. Maybe there could very well be the financial situation, and that's why you couldn't. But let me tell you, my dear pile 3, that this travel will actually bring a lot into motion. For some, it could actually influence you in a way that it brings you to this person. Yes, you could meet through this travel, or if it's not that, when you come back from the travel, I feel like there will just be something very, very different when it comes to you. And this will help you towards the right direction. Let me see. What is this difference about? Why will you be different? Please. We want messages. We want answers to that. Let's see. I'm hearing independence. You will somehow feel more independent on an internal level, but also externally. You will dare more, feel more secure within yourself. Let me see. You will feel more balanced. I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you do something such as traveling, this is a much needed travel. You may have not been able to relax for quite some time, and this is a trip or some kind of an activity that you really, really need. For those of you guys who will not travel, still I feel like you guys are gonna this summer focus yourselves more so to relax, because you really need it. I feel like you guys, some of you have been occupied for such a long time, and you really need to come back to yourself. And coming back to yourself will actually help you towards the right path and towards meeting this person. There is passion coming back into your life. I feel like you guys may start to focus yourself more so towards things that you love than things that you have to do. You know, as an example, let's just say someone needs to work because, well, the bills need to be paid, right? And you hadn't a lot of time for yourself or a lot of time to go back to things you love, you know, put your energy into things that you're passionate about. So it was more so about functioning, more so about just doing than actually enjoying. And what I'm seeing here is that there are coming like much more like better times towards you in which you can actually be able to connect with your more creative and your more passionate side. You may actually start doing things that are very, very creative as a hobby. Like this summer, I don't know why for you guys, I'm hearing this summer. You may connect with yourself or do a lot of good things for yourself, especially, yeah, right now and the summer coming. For some, it may express itself through a trip that you're gonna organize for yourself. For others, it may even be like in your city or in your country. However, like little things that you really want to do before a very long time. Something creative, something, yeah, just passion here. Something you genuinely love, okay? It's all about doing things that you really, really love because you deserve it. For some of you guys, you may actually do a lot of wild things, a lot of things that you're gonna need courage for, such as activities which give you a lot of adrenaline, as an example, or you are gonna do more things alone and therefore feel more independent perhaps. But it's a very uplifting energy. You are gonna connect with yourself more, my dear. And not only that, but also with your hopes and wishes. You are gonna give them more focus, you know? See the importance in them. Of course, we have schedules and of course we have responsibilities to take care of, and sometimes life is just very, very serious and we just feel like we can't, you know, we can't go after our dreams, or the life circumstance is not ideal. We are not as fortunate to go after our dreams. But I feel like it's kind of like you taking your power back and telling yourself, I'm gonna create my own odds, you know, I'm gonna create my own miracle. You want to go after things that you love, and you will, my dear. I really feel like you are gonna focus much more on things that fulfill you. Because what's the point in life when we do, but we can't enjoy? And this is all about you bringing joy back into your life. So there's on one hand, the love partner that I received through this candle wax reading, but on the other hand, there's this reconnecting to yourself and things that you love and are passionate about. That's gonna also enhance and improve the quality of your life. Actually, this summer can be a very adventurous summer for you. Actually, let me know whether you would like me to do a reading on your like summer 2022. I feel like actually now is the time to do it. But yeah, I don't know. If you're interested, let me know and I will record it the next few days. Maybe this is something some of you guys are interested in, to see, yeah, what's coming in summer. But let me see. Let's come back to this reading now. Another thing, my dear pile 3, something you should know about the changes. Go with the flow. Don't fight it. You know, if you feel like you want to take a trip and it really feels right, you may have some doubts regarding it, but it's all about trusting, I'm hearing. For you guys, it's a little bit similar to Pal 2 when it comes to leaving your comfort zone. It's all about leaving it. Don't be scared. I mean, I feel like being afraid is actually something very, very healthy to do, right? When we do something that we have never done, sometimes we do feel this. So it's very natural, of course. However, don't let your fear hold you back from the greatness and the great things that you could experience in life. You're being guided, okay? That's something I'm seeing. You're being guided, my dear. You have support, energies, you see that? I really, really feel it. Yeah, you're not alone. So, when you feel like doing something but you are scared, try to go into a much more like trusting place. Trust the universe, trust your spirit guides, trust yourself. If it feels right and if you really feel called to do it, if every little fiber, like every single cell in your body just calls you towards that, and you really feel drawn towards it, whatever it may be, you have to have trust. Trust and believe. Because if we have trust in life or believe in life, we live a complete different life, you guys. As I always like to say, there is a difference between someone who trusts and believes in themselves, or for others maybe higher power, some kind of a source. There is this reassurance that is strength and power, you know, and makes things maybe much easier than, let's say, someone who doesn't believe in themselves or doesn't trust themselves at all. So how do you want to go about life? Do you want to trust yourself and believe in yourself, or will you not? I think this is something very, very crucial, because this will actually change your life. Okay? So just a little disclaimer here. For some of you guys, you need to trust yourself more. So, my dear pile 3, this is actually, all I have for you. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something that you would like to share with us, or if there is something that you would like to tell us. If something resonated, please let us know. Also, my dear, if you're curious or you just would like to get further information when it comes to a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, I also invite you over to my Instagram account, and yeah, maybe we can also connect there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 3, so I send you much, much love and much positive energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. And yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.